Hi guys, we're back. Right, so today is something a little bit different. I'm in a collaboration, a challenge, with Elaine from, is it Chatty Elaine? I'll link it in the description, and Kari Gibson, um, and I'll link her in the description as well. Well, I left a comment on one of Elaine's YouTube videos, and she said, would I like to do a collaboration with her? And I said to her, like, what do you suggest? She said, to do something with something we haven't used before. And I thought, that's a great idea. So we've got Kerry involved in it, though I think it's a conspiracy to get me involved in it, to be honest. After the last battle with Kerry and I gave her the Dick Van Dyke Brown, I'm sure this is payback time on my behalf. Because what they've given me, well, let's go through it first, right? What happened is, so we've been chatting, we've made a list each, and we're allowed to give each other 2 items on that list each, and then we're allowed to take one of the items on the list for ourselves. So what I've done, the first item is for yourself, so I will dip into my friendship bag. If you don't know what that is and it means nothing to you, let me quickly explain. My friend gives me stuff. I've got 2 massive bags of crafting materials, paper craft, loads of stuff in there that's never been used or has been slightly used, that I can craft with and do stuff with. Majority of it I've not even touched, so that will come in so helpful. Now, Kerry and Elaine, but all of us have given us 2 items each from the list. We had to go round, make a list of things we haven't used for a long time or have never used, so we can like implement them in our crafts and start using them again. So I put down everything, and then I thought I shouldn't have put them things down because I don't like them or something like that. Anyway, so I can't remember who gave me what, but I got Nuva drops because I've got let me show you. I've got all these, and some of them are still like sealed. I bought so many of these a couple of years ago. I couldn't stop buying them. I loved them on handmade cards and that, but I've stopped making cards so much and everything. I mean, I use them here and there, but not as much as I was using them. So I've got to try and make something with those. The next item I got was resin pieces, which I've got a load of them made up. The next one was what I'm going to be doing today, which is a ceramic powder. It's made by Stamperia. I've had it for a couple of years. It's this stuff. And I shall be playing with that today because that's on the list. I can't remember if I like the stuff or I don't like the stuff, but I know if I'd liked it, I would have still been using it. And I can't even, for the life of me, think of what I made with it before. I know I see someone making some for some of the stuff, because it's like plaster of Paris, and they were putting it on handmade cards, but I don't think that I did that. But I don't know. I can't think about it. And the last thing was wallpaper samples. Now, I've got a big suitcase, a wheelie bag full of wallpaper samples. If I'm in a shop and there's wallpaper samples, I need some. Why I need so many, I don't know. I've got this big bag of wallpaper samples. Got to start using them, really. Always forget that I've got them. We're going to drag them out. We're going to do something with them. We've got to use some of it. So, today, we are getting on with this ceramic powder. As I said, I've had it for a couple of years. This may turn into a two-part video, depending. I think it will, because I'm using this powder from the start. So what we've got here, let me get me supplies ready. So we've got the actual powder. So I've even got like a measure thing in there. And this is extra light, 400 grams, Stamperia. They sort of re-released this again recently. Something we can mix it in. Now I'm not going to use my kitchen stuff, so I've got one of these foil things. I recently got this off a Shein, so we're going to open that. Let me just put that. I've got some water in a jug next to me. All I've got to do is measure out everything, mix it up, then I can pour it. These two moulds that I bought, they are candle moulds. I'm hoping this one stays up. I don't know if I trust it. I might have to put things around it. I may have to get some mugs or something and put them round. And then there's that one which is more stable. This one's very finicky. But if I put two mugs there, if it doesn't stand that well. But I've put them on a tray for now. So we'll put them to one side. I'll make this powder up. And yeah, we'll see what happens anyway. So we need 200 grams of powder to 160 mils of water. And then you put in the water first. Right, hang on, let's go and get the, well, I'll have to do the powder. Hang on. Right, so there's 215 grams in here. Without the weight of the carrier bags, I would say probably 210, we'll say. And we need 160 mils just over of water. So what did I put on here? Water first. Right, so I better go and measure the water then. So we're going to put that in. Hope this tub doesn't do anything. I'm going to leave that amount out for a minute in case it's too runny. And then I'm going to put this in and then we'll mix it. And let me just get this end bit out. Okay. Watch me drop all this now. It'll just go puff straight in my face. Oh dear. I'm doing it all. I want to do it all. Maybe it would have been better if I stirred it in occasionally a bit at a time. Come on. Right, it's breaking up. Oh dear. Come on. Oh dear. Yeah, it's like plaster of Paris, this stuff. It's getting harder. It's like milk. We better give that a good old stir though. Sort of stirring it from the inside out. It gets all round. Apparently it takes half an hour to dry in a small mould, but I've got it in a giant one, so it's not going to dry until later tonight. So if it dries at all, that is. I need to mix it in properly. I think there's enough water in there. It's supposed to be gloopy. It's not supposed to be rock hard or very thick. I just want to scrape these edges around. Give me a sec with this. Let's go in with this edge and see if it's any good. Turn it again. I need it really stirred good anyway. Well, I mean, I could have done it in a mixing jug, really. I just didn't want to use anything that I'm going to be eating out of. Well, I don't eat out of a mixing jug, to be honest, but you know what I mean. Because I can just put this in the bin afterwards. Right, let me just move some of this stuff out of the way to pour. I just want to stir it a little bit more though. Just to make sure. That it's nice and smooth. And it ain't got any lumps or... It hasn't got any lumps, so that's a good thing. I may just do this one. Oh, I'll have to say... Right, we could do a little dip on the edge there like that so we can pour it in better. And then we're about to get very messy. Now I have to go careful with this because this is very fragile, this mould. Might be alright. Oh, there was a big lump of it then. I'll go right up. Go and drop off if you need. Right, I don't know if we're going to have enough for this one. We may. Is that stable? Oh God, I'm going to have to leave it on here like this. No, that's not stable. Give me a second, guys. I don't want that falling over. We've propped it up with cans. This one is fine. Right, so now we're going to pour this one. I may just leave that next to it, like that, just so it can't fall. Right, let's go for this. This one's lovely, actually. I didn't think I'd have enough, but I have. There's just enough to do it. Now, let's get the scrape. Right, okay, let me just wipe this around, and they are done. Let me just, oh, I didn't want to do that, but there we go. I just wanted that bubble out in case it was over the edge. And, yeah, that's all the waste, that and that. There's the waste there. And that's the washing up, so that's great. So we'll leave these to dry. These are going to dry now. It is 6:30 in the morning, AM. I'm going to leave these until probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Come back and see how they're doing. I probably won't take them out until tomorrow though, because as I said, that one's very flimsy. It's like jelly. It really is. Look, that one's not too bad because the support underneath is more stable. But these are going to have to be left here. I would have really have liked to have moved these, but if I move them, it's going to go everywhere. Right, guys, we are leaving, should I say, the moulds to dry out, and we're going to get on with doing the other project. Now, in the other project, we had something from the lucky bag. I'll show you what that is now, actually. So I just pulled out some random stuff. There was a piece of this crepe paper. There's some of these things and these type of things I've not used for years. And this die cut block, but a lot of them are missing, so I thought I'd just pull out the ones, if I want to use them, that is, or can use them in this project, and I'll pull them out. So we've got a bunch of those. We've got no stamps or die cuts to use or anything like that, so wish me luck. We've got the pile of them to use. I've dug out some small resin pieces, all in there, and what else have we got? Was that it? The wallpaper samples. So, first off, hold on a minute, I can show you the wallpaper sample. Right, so this big bag here, big case. Load of wallpaper samples in there. Yes, I've got a problem. I'm an addict. I need to get help. Someone help me. Look, there's tons of it in there. Tons and tons. So we'll do something with them. Right, so I'll grab some wallpaper samples. This could take a while. Don't know what I want. I've got some of this one, it's alright, I'll just want to tear a bit of that off. That's what I'm going to do, is just tear some bits off, because whatever I don't use can go back into a pile of bits and pieces, can't it? This is Harry Potter, I believe, because it's got him on it, so it's obviously Harry Potter, but you wouldn't know it unless you see his face on it. So I like this bit. Right, so I've got 4 of those pieces. One as well. I quite like this, it was funky. I'm going to tear a bit of that off. Don't know where this is going to come into it, so we'll just have one sheet of that. Just so they're manageable pieces. I'll have a bit of this. It's quite pretty, isn't it? With all the different colours on it. So we'll just tear that down. This one as well. I'll just tear a piece of this off. Just so we've got different colours. I mean, we're not going to be using stamps or anything, so we might as well get some colour in the situation. Oh yeah, I made a journal out of that, so there was a bit left. Like vintage, we'll have a bit of that. Brick design here. I only want a little bit of that. Really love this one. This is gorgeous, this one. I'm going to have a bit of that. That is nice. And it's got a lovely texture to it. It's like silky. I've got some of this one as well. Is this Christmas or... It's got... What's it got in it? Oh, it's got a stag in there. So this part was where the other stag was. Let me go past that rabbit. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, it's done it again. Right, hang on. I'm going to pull some of that text off. But didn't want it to... Yeah, keep going. Oh, lovely. Right, so we've got a great big piece of this. There and there. But in grey. Alright, well, we'll just have a bit of that then. I've got this one though, which is like a black tartan. And this is nice. So we're going to have a bit of that. There we go. I'll have a bit of that. Now, what else? Got this green. I think it looks like a door or window or something. Oh, it's panels. Okay. So we'd only need a little bit off of that. But it's got a lovely texture to it. So we'll have a bit of that. It's really hard to pull off as well because it's so textured. It's got like a plastic on the top of it. There we go. There. Oh, all this work. I should never agree to this challenge. Right, we've got this one, which is black, like flock. It's like suede with a gold underneath. We'll take a bit of that anyway. Oh, there's a whole strip of that. Right, and I've got this, which is black brick effect. Got some lovely texture on it though. We'll have a bit of that strip if we can. Take it down back to it. There we go, nice big strip of that. And was there another one over here? Yeah. This is beautiful, look at that, shimmering that. So we'll have a bit of that as well. Go right there. Have a nice big piece of that. Now the only ones I've got left are like cream or white, but they've got texture. So let me just have a quick look. Egg blue. So we can pull off a bit of that, which is very pretty. Okay. That's the problem it gets to. So where this is all been smushed about, we'll have that bit. Oh God, now I've ended up with more of it. Anyway, we've got that. This one's really pretty. It's got trees, but it's got sparkle all throughout it. Can you see that? No? Hang on, you might be there. There it is. You can see all the sparkle now. So I'll turn it. It's pretty. It's like a pale shade of light pink. This one, which is just a... It's just a plain paper, but it's got that texture in it, which I thought was alright. Although, I'm not going to be able to use any stamps or other stuff. I mean, I could ask if I could use some sprays or something, but oh, we'll just go with what we got. That's for sure. And just to jazz it up a bit, because we do like a bit of colour. Now, I don't even think I'm allowed to use the sewing machine, but you know what? I am. If they look too plain, I'm going to, because then I don't have to use anything else. I want to put all these dark ones together, all the most colourful ones together. That's dark as well. And then get all these, the lighter ones and the plain ones all together. Right, I'm back. That's Baylee's, by the way. That shouldn't even be on here. How did that get on here? Right. It's alright, I'm having a meltdown. Oh my God, all this wallpaper. Look at it, look. I mean, I'm not going to be using all of that today, but I've got me samples made up. Otherwise, I'll have to keep running to the suitcase to just tear off bits, and then I won't know which colours and that. I need to go to WA, don't I? Book me in. Someone get me into WA right now. Wallpapers Anonymous. I need to get there. This is no good. And also, I blame Kari and Elaine. Well, I blame Elaine first because she got Kari involved. Even though I said, let's do it. And now others want to be involved. Anyway, if you do want to be involved, you can. All you got to do is go over to Elaine's and watch hers and tell her you'd like to join in. And yeah, she's really nice, Elaine, actually. I'm only kidding. And Kari's lovely as well. Well, sometimes she's been absolutely horrible to me in this challenge. That's because she's getting back, basically, because I gave her that watercolour, that Dick Van Dyke brown. Absolutely horrible. I mean, all right, it was funny at the time, but I think she's taken it a bit too far this time. She really has. So you're going to have to go over and leave her a comment and tell her, put her straight, please. Someone go and put Kari straight. You see my duck banana? I got this off of Shane. I needed it in my life. It's the only thing that's keeping me sane at the moment. Right, let's get on. Right, so we've got no inks or stamps. I can use a bit of ink round the edge, surely. And I'll probably use the sewing machine, like I said, but we've got nothing else to go by. I'm thinking, because I've never just resined with Nuva drops before, you know, maybe it'll go on like a varnish with a bit of colour in, that's what I'm hoping anyway. This is all new to me anyway, but yes, we'll do something with this. I really do like this piece of paper because it looks vintage. It looks like it's been stamped. So we're going to do something with this. We could possibly make about 4 up with this piece. We'll just get it to a reasonable, or maybe 2 out of that and a longer one. We'll see. As I said, I don't know what I'm doing. We just got thrown a load of stuff. I mean, I don't know what the other ladies have got. I mean, only what I've told them they've got to use. But we haven't talked about our lists. So it's all going to be like a surprise. I mean, I tried to get them, but no, they wasn't having it. Right, so we can make 3 out of that. I need a bag near me to put some waste in. So we'll use this carrier bag. Just so I've got a bag handy to put rubbish in. Because I'm not keep getting up and down now. Right, so we've got those. And we want a background on them, don't we? And I'm thinking maybe a bit of that dark green because I like that. So let's just rip a bit of that off. We're not going to use scissors because it gives off a nice texture. How about that on there? Yeah, but we need that bottom bit, don't we? So, if we go, say, to roughly there, we can go like this. It's going to take all bloody day. Well, the good thing about doing this is I'm going to have a load of waste paper, probably collage. For collage, I'm going to stick that on there. If this glue ever works, because, I mean, I haven't used it for years. Will it work? Has it ever been used? I don't think so. That top hasn't been cut, has it? Alright, we'll cut the top. I didn't realise that. It's not made a hole. Oh, come on. Right, see if there's a hole in it now. We'll see. Oh, dear God. Hang on. Be here all day trying to create a hole, unless it's dried up. I don't know. Right, it doesn't want to come out. Let's unscrew it. Oh, now I can't get it undone. Hang on, put this bit back on. For a minute. No. No, I can't unscrew that. Oh, well, I was going to use that, but, no, it's too over tightened at the bottom. Okay, take a breath. Everything is going wrong now. Right, so let me go and get another glue. I did have one round in, I don't know where it's gone. No. Right, hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. I've got glue. Now, I can't remember if this was the ultra thick one or not. No, it's fine. That's it, that'll do. Just a bit of that on there. Right, I want to bring this bit down a bit, if I can. See. These are going to be big, it doesn't matter, because they're for inside journals as well, you know. I just need this a little bit short though, I don't want it too big on some of them. Oh, I bet Kari and Elaine's laughing at this video. I can feel it already. This is gorgeous, this is. It's really thick as well. There's this bit up here. That wouldn't go on that. This one maybe. With the gold and the silver. No, I don't like that. This one here. I'm going to do that one. Right. Where does that go? Oh, it's a tray. I see it. But that'll be alright. I like the way that I've chose wallpaper with text on it and something rather than all plain. Usually I go for all plain, sparkly or whatever. I did have some really gorgeous red sparkly wallpaper. I don't know what happened to that. I must have used it. Must have used a lot. But that was gorgeous. Probably I have to go and get some more red sparkly wallpaper for the West Wing. And if you don't get that joke, then you must be a new subscriber. I want to get rid of this face. I don't want that, because I don't want it looking like Harry Potter. Right, 5, 6. Let's do maybe 1 or 2 more. We've got that one on that one. How about a bit of this leaf? I think that was an hedgehog or something on there, which is a shame. Let's take a bit of that out. I can't wait to see what the other girls are doing. That's my evil laugh. Okay, I haven't given them the best tools neither, you know. But you'll have to watch their video to have a look. Because I think Kari's going to kill me. That's for sure. It's all in the good name of a laugh, isn't it? I like that, but it needs a little trim off a bit because it's going to be too big for a page, and I'm hoping it'll be alright once I've done that. I quite like this tree. I need some more of this paper. I really do need this paper again. I really do like that. Right, glue. Baylee, I've got your little Smurf here, darling. Do you want it? It's Smurfette. There it is. What was it doing on the table? Sometimes Baylee gets up on the table just to look at things. When she was a puppy, she actually got up and grabbed one of my sponges. I didn't know about it at the time, and I found it under the table, and I thought, no, she can't get on the table. But I watched her once getting on the table. I was just going to enter the room, and she was trying to get up. And now I have to tell her to leave things. She does it on my other desk as well. She'll try it and have a look what's on there. She likes to look at everything. She's not malicious in any sense. She knows not to basically touch inks and all that, and paint and all that. We've got all these done now. Right, so I'm just going to leave them to dry out for a couple minutes, and I think we'll come back and do some of the resin. Okay, so we'll leave those to dry. They've come out nice. We just made sure we've got what we wanted to get. That's how many I'm doing anyway. And yeah, leave them to dry. And as I said, I may want to stitch on them. I'm going to start the resin in a minute though, and that gives them time to dry out a bit. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back in a minute.